Hi, welcome to my journey. This is Miss Carr and I am inviting you to learn with me. Are you ready? Let's go! Hello, ang pag-uusapan natin today is about the four basic operations. Let's see kung ano yung relationship ng bawat operation sa isa't isa. And we will also have examples and practice time for you to apply what you've learned. Okay? Okay, I have here real life scenarios where you can apply the four basic operations. I want you to try answering these word problems and let's see if you already have that skills and knowledge about these concepts. If medyo nahihirapan pa kayo, okay lang. That's why we are going to talk about that later. So the four basic operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. We will talk about each operation and let's see kung ano yung relationship nila sa isa't isa. When we say addition, this is just combining two or more numbers. So let's say I have 3 and 4. So if I'm going to add them, it means I'm going to combine them. So I have 3 circles and 4 circles. If I'm going to put them together, then I have 7 circles. Yung 3 at saka 4 na pinag-add mo, you call that addends. And yung sagot na 7, you call that sum. Addition has 4 properties. When you say properties, it's just like a characteristics or attributes of addition. So we have commutative property, associative property, identity property, and distributive property. And we will talk about those properties one by one. Commutative property of addition. Sinasabi lang dito na kapag nag-add ka ng numbers, kapag binaliktad mo sila, parehas lang din yung sagot. Example, 3 plus 5, parehas lang yung sagot pag ginawa mong 5 plus 3, which is equals to 8. Associative property. Ito naman yung characteristic ng addition na kung saan kahit ano yung unahin mo. For example, 3 plus 5 plus 8. Parehas lang yung magiging sagot kapag inuna mo yung 5 plus 8 saka mo i-add sa 3. Ang sagot dyan is still 16. Identity property of addition. Sinasabi lang dito na kahit ano ang number, basta in-add mo sa 0, yun pa rin yung sagot. Or kahit ibaliktad mo sila, yung number pa rin na yun yung sagot. Example, 5 plus 0 equals 5. Kahit 0 plus 5 is still equal to 5. Or 7 plus 0 equals 7. Or kahit baliktarin mo, 0 plus 7 still 7. From the word itself, identity, yun at yun pa rin yung sagot pag in-add mo siya sa 0. Distributive property. So kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayong 2 plus 6. Open and close parentheses. Ibig sabihin, imumultiply natin yung sagot dyan sa 4. Magiging same lang daw ang sagot kapag yung dinistribute mo. So, kunyari, 4 times 2 muna, saka mo i-add dun sa 4 times 6. So, parehas na 32 pa rin yung sagot. Okay, let's try to do addition. So we have here a standard way of solving or adding numbers. So I have 587 plus 612. Ang ginagawa natin, ipagtatapat natin yung mga numbers based dun sa place value nila. So for example, yung ones natin is 7 tsaka 2. So dapat magkatapat sila. Pag ginawa mo yun, automatic na magiging magkatapat yung mga susunod na numbers. Okay? Then, we will start adding those numbers. So, 7 plus 2, pag pinagsama mo yan, equals 9. 8 plus 1, 9. 5 plus 6, 11. So, meron ka na ngayong sagot na 1,199. So, don't forget to put the comma para madaling makita yung place value niya. Another way to do addition is by grouping, which means that i-group natin yung whole number according to their place value. Example, yung 587 magiging 580 at 7. Yung 612 magiging 610 and 2. So, pag nag-group na natin sila according to their place value, saka natin sila i-add. So, yung 1's place, meron tayong 7 and 2, so we have 9. Yung 10's place, we have 80 and 10. Pag pinagsama mo yan, it's 90. Yung 100's place mo, meron tayong 500 at 600. Pag pinagsama mo yan, magiging 1,100. Now, di ba yung place value na yan is for hundreds only? So, ang gagawin natin, tatanggalin natin yung 1,000. Kasi nga pang hundreds place lang yan. So, sa hundreds place mo, meron ka na lang 100. So, yung 1,000, ilalagay mo na siya sa thousands place. So, kung pagsasamahin mo na yung mga value na na-combine after adding, so we have now 1,199. Actually, etong grouping na to or way of adding, madalas tong ginagamit ng mga nagtitinda kasi nga they can do it mentally. Basta alam lang nila yung value ng bawat number. Kaya, diba, kunyari, tig 10, tig 100, sineseparate nila yan. Kasi mas madaling bilangin kapag nakagroup siya according to their place or position. Another example, we will use standard way. I have here 263 plus 47. So again, kailangan mo munang pagtapatin yung bawat number according to their place value. So, 1's ko is 3 at saka 7. Then, let's start adding. 3, pag pinagsama mo kay 7, magiging 10. Tama? Again, yung 0, iiwan mo. Then, yung 1, ilalagay mo dun sa taas ng susunod na number. So, 1, meron ka na ngayon 1, 6, and 4. Lahat ng yan, pagsasamahin mo or i-add mo. So, 1 plus 6 plus 4, you have 11. So, dalawang digit ulit. Yung 1, ibababa mo, and then yung isa, ilalagay mo ulit sa susunod na number. So, sa hundreds place mo, meron kang 1 and 2, pagsasamahin mo ulit, and you will get 3. So, your answer is 310. Let's do the grouping. Now, my 263 will become 260 and 3. The 47 will become 40 and 7. So, I will add them based on their place value. So, my 1's will become 10. Again, 1's place siya. So, kapag naging 10 na, dapat ko na siyang ilipat sa susunod na place value. So, I will minus the 10, so it will become 0. So, my 1's place now is 0. So, yung minus ko na 10, ililipat ko na siya sa 10's place. Sa 10's place ko, meron akong 60 at saka 40. So, pag pinag-add ko yan, meron akong 100. Eh, diba, meron akong tinanggal na 10 dun sa 1's place ko. So, idadagdag ko siya ngayon dun sa 10's place ko. So, 100 plus 10, meron na ako ngayong 110 sa 10's place. Again, that is 10's place. So, dapat walang hundreds dyan. So, tatanggalin ko si 100 at ang matitira na lang sa 10's place ko is 10. Now, in my hundreds place, I have 200 and 0. So, pag pinagsama ko yan, it's still 200. Nung tinanggal natin yung 100 kay 10's place, idadagdag natin ngayon siya sa hundreds place. So, meron akong 200 plus 100. So, ang hundreds place ko is 300. Pag pinagsama ko na ngayon yung value nila, meron na akong 310. Okay? Now, I want you to practice your skills and knowledge about addition. I want you to just copy first those questions and then answer it on your own. Then once you're done, just check it here. Okay? Subtraction is taking something away from a group or number of things. Unlike ni addition, si subtraction, lumiliit yung sagot kasi nga binabawasan niya or tinatanggalan niya. Example, 7 minus 4. I have 7 circles. Minus 4. Ibig sabihin, tatanggalan ko daw ng 4 na circles. So, yung matitira na lang is 3 circles. Ang tawag dun sa 7 na tinanggalan ko is minuend. Si 4 na tinanggal ko is subtrahend. At yung sagot na 3 is difference o yung pinagkaiba. Now, yung sagot na 3, pag inad ko siya dun sa 4 na tinanggalan ko, ibig sabihin, ang magiging sagot lang is yung 7, which is yung buo before ko tanggalin yung 4. So, mapapansin nyo na binaliktad ko lang yung subtraction by adding the difference in the subtrahend. Okay? So, the relationship of addition and subtractions is opposite. Kanina, pinag-usapan natin yung properties ni addition. But subtraction does not have those properties. And let's see kung bakit. Okay, 3 minus 5, hindi parehas ang sagot kapag binaliktad mo na 5 minus 3. Kasi yung isa negative 2, yung isa positive 2. So, hindi property ni subtraction ang commutative. Okay, dito, inuna nating i-minus yung 3 at saka 5 saka i-minus kay 8. Ang sagot dyan is negative 10. Hindi siya magiging equal kapag ang inuna mo is 5 minus 8 and then i-minus mo siya from 3. Ang magiging sagot doon is 6. So, kaya hindi property ni subtraction yung associative kasi magkaiba yung sagot nila. 5 minus 0 is equals to 5. Pero 0 minus to 5, it's not 5. Hindi siya laging equal sa 5. Another, 7 minus 0 is equals to 7. But 0 minus to 7 is not equal to 7. Sinasabi lang dito na hindi porket minus mo yung number sa 0 or from 0, yun number na yun yung laging sagot. That's why hindi siya property ng subtraction. Okay, so let's do the subtraction. First, we're going to use the standard way. I have here 687 minus 324. Again, katulad ng addition, kailangan mo silang ipagtapat according to their place value. So, unahin mo si ones para automatic na magkakatapat yung ibang numbers. So, sa ones place, I have 7 and 4. So, 7, babawasan ko ng 4, then may matitirang 3. Next, 8, babawasan ko ng 2, may matitirang 6. 6, babawasan ko ng 3, may matitirang 3. So, the answer is 363. To check if our answer is correct, alam naman natin na ang kabaliktaran ng subtraction is addition, so i-add lang natin yung difference at saka yung subtrahend. Again, same, ipagtapat natin sila according to their place value. So, 4 plus 3, 7, 2 plus 6, 8, 3 plus 3, 6. Kung yung sum niya is parehas nung minuend dun sa subtraction, ibig sabihin, tama yung sagot mo na difference. Okay, let's do the subtraction by using the grouping. So, yung 687, magiging 680 and 7. Yung 324, magiging 320 and 4. So, let's subtract it based dun sa place value. So, sa ones, 7 minus 3, yung matitira is 3. Sa tens ko, yung 80, babawasan ko ng 20, so matitira na lang is 60. Sa hundreds place ko, yung 600, babawasan ko ng 300, then ang matitira na lang is 300. So, when I combine those values, so I have 363. Okay, another example. Using standard way. 731 minus 586. Again, pagtapatin natin sila according to their place value. So, my ones place are 1 and 6. So, 1 minus 6. Ibig sabihin, magbabawas ako ng 6 from 1. Eh, di ba mas maliit yung 1 sa 6? So, hindi ako makakuha ng 6 dun sa 1. So, ang gagawin ko, pupunta ako sa tens place. Remember, I have 3 there. So, ibig sabihin, the equivalent of 3 is 30. So, kailangan ko magbawas ng 10 from that 30 at idadagdag ko dun sa ones place ko. So, yung 30 magiging 20. Kaya magiging 2 yung 3. Now, dun sa ones place ko na 1, idadagdag ko yung kinuha kong 10. So, 10 plus 1 magiging 11. Now, pwede na akong makakuha or magbawas ng 6 from 11. At ang matitira is 5. Okay? Next. So, ones place ko tapos na. Punta tayo sa tens place. Now, sa tens place ko, ang nangyari dun sa 3 naging 2. Ibig sabihin, naging 20 na lang. Si 2, babawasan ko daw ng 8. Now, hindi pa rin ako makakakuha ng 8 from 2. So, kailangan ko manghiram ulit ng 10 from the next place value. So, 2, madadagdagan siya ng 10 at magiging 12. So, yung 12, babawasan ko ng 8 at magiging 4. Okay? Next. Now, in my hundreds place, since nanghiram ako ng 10 dahil kulang si tens place, yung 7 ko naging 6. So, 6, bawasan ko ng 5, I will have 1. So, the answer is 145. Now, to check if our answer is correct, let's add the difference and the subtrahend. The answer is 731. This is the same with the minuend na pinag-subtract natin. So, 145 is the correct answer. Okay, let's use the grouping to subtract the whole numbers that we have a while ago. So, yung 731, magiging 730 and 1, minus 586, so minus 580 and 6. Now, let's subtract it according to their place value. 1 minus 6, hindi pwede, so we'll borrow another 10 from the next place value. So, yung 30, since tinanggalan ko ng 10, that will become 20. And yung 1, na hiniraman ko ng 10, so magiging 11 yan. So, 11 minus 6, it will become 5. Now, let's subtract the tens place. Yung 20, babawasan ko ng 80. I can't get 80 from 20. So, ang gagawin ko, I will borrow 100 from the hundreds place. So, yung 700, magiging 600 na lang. And then, yung tens place ko na 20, since nanghiram ako ng 100, it will become 120. So, 120, babawasan ko ng 80, meron akong 40. Then, let's subtract the hundreds place. Yung 600, babawasan ko ng 500, then I have 100. So, kapag pinagsama ko yung sagot o yung value nila, I have 145. 1,000 minus 732, and I'm going to use standard way. Kapag puro zero na yung minuend natin, usually, we will automatically cancel those 0, and then the first 0 will become 10, and then the next 0 will become 9, and the next 0 will become 9. So, ang nangyari is 900 90, and then 10. And saka natin sila ima-minus. So, in my ones place, I have 10 minus 2, so I have 8. Tens place, I have 9 minus 3, so I have 6. Hundreds place, we have 9 minus 7, we have 2. In my thousands place, wala na siya. It's become 0. Okay? To check if our answer is correct, let's add the difference and the subtrahend. So, 732 plus 268, the answer is 1,000. And this is the minuend dun sa subtraction. So, our answer is correct. Okay, let's subtract the same whole number that we have a while ago using grouping. Yung 1,000, so in the thousands place we have 1,000. For the rest of the place value, we only have 0, 0, 0. For 732, I don't have in thousands place. My hundreds place is 730 and then 2. Then let's start subtract them. Again, I can't get 2 from 0. So I need to borrow 10. But I cannot borrow 10 from 0. Dun sa katabi niya. And then another 0, so hindi ako makakapaghiram ng 0 dun. Now, I can only borrow 10 from 1,000. So that 1,000 will become 900 and 90. So, sa hundreds place ko, meron akong 900 and sa tens place ko, meron akong 90. So, yung 1,000 ko nag-turn into 900, 90, and then 10. So, saka na natin siya ima-minus. So, yung ones ko, I have 10 minus 2, I have 8. Sa tens place ko, I have 90 minus 30 equals 60. 900 minus 700 equals 200. So, the answer is 268. So, kung mapapansin nyo, ang ginawa lang natin is nire-group natin yung 1,000. Kasi magiging equals lang naman siya dun sa 900 plus 90 plus 10. Same 1,000 pa rin yan. Practice time. I want you to copy the questions and answer it on your own. Once you're done, just check it here. And let's see kung ma-apply nyo na yung skills and knowledge na natutunan nyo about subtraction. Multiplication. It is just a repeated addition or nag-a-add ka lang ng paulit-ulit. Let's say 3 times 4. Ibig sabihin lang yan, i-add mo yung 3 ng 4 na beses. So, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equals to 12. Or pwedeng baliktad. I-add mo yung 4 ng 3 beses. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is equals to 12. Yung 3 at saka 4 na pinag-multiply mo, ang tawag doon ay factors. Yung sagot, product. Multiplication has 5 properties. It has commutative property, associative property, identity property, zero property, and distributive property. And pag-uusapan natin yung bawat property na yan. Commutative property of multiplication. Ibig sabihin, pag binaliktad mo yung mga factors mo, parehas lang yung magiging sagot. Example, 3 times 5, same lang yung sagot kapag ginawa mong 5 times 3, which is equals to 15. Associative property. So, sinasabi lang dito na kahit ano yung unahin mo dun sa mga factors na yan, parehas lang yung magiging sagot. Example, 3 times 5 times 8. Kapag inuna mong i-multiply yung 5 tsaka 8 at saka mo i-multiply by 3, parehas lang na 120 yung sagot. Identity property. Sinasabi lang dito that when you multiply a number by 1, the answer is always that number. Example, 5 times 1 is equals to 5. Kahit baliktarin mo sila, it still equals to 5. Another example, 7 times 1 is equals to 7. And 1 times 7 is still 7. Identity means whatever you multiply by 1, that number is still the answer. So that is one characteristic of multiplication. Zero property of multiplication. Sinasabi lang na kapag minultiply mo ang isang number sa 0, the answer is always 0, kahit baliktarin mo pa siya. So, example, 5 times 0 is 0. Kahit 0 times 5, it's still 0. 7 times 0 is still 0. 0 times 7, still 0. So, yan yung tinatawag na zero property ng multiplication. Distributive property. So, sinasabi dito na same lang ang sagot kapag minultiply ko si 4 dun sa sum na 2 and 6. Kapag ginawa kong 4 times 2 plus 4 times 6, same lang din yung sagot. So, kaya siya tinawag na distributive kasi nga, dinistribute ko muna yung addends at minultiply ko sa 4. Let's multiply 587 and 3 by using the standard way. First, I will multiply the 3 to 7, and that's 21. 1 will be down, and then yung 2 ilalagay natin dun sa taas ng susunod na number. 3 times 8 is 24. Then, i-add natin yung 2 na nilagay natin sa taas. So, 24 plus 2 is 26. Yung 6, ilalagay natin sa baba, and then yung 2, ilalagay natin sa taas, dun sa susunod na number. 3 times 5, 15. And then, i-add natin yung 2 na nasa taas niya. So, the answer is 17. Now, the total answer, or the product, is 1,761. Let's multiply the same numbers by grouping. So, the 587 will become 580 and 7. And let's multiply each value by 3. So, 500 times 3, we have now 1,500. 80 times 3, we have 240. 7 times 3, we have 21. If we were going to combine or add those values, then we have the same answer, 1,761. By the way, when you multiply a number and another number na puro 0, easier way is to just multiply the number and then add the zeros. Like 500 times 3, i-multiply mo lang yung 3 at saka 5, which is 15. Tama? Tapos, idagdag mo yung dalawang 0 na nakay 500. Another, 80 times 3. Multiply mo lang yung 3 at saka 8, which is 24. Tapos, idagdag mo yung 0 na meron dun sa 80. Okay? Another example. I have here 246 times 47, and let's use the standard way. So this time, dalawang number na yung i-multiply ko sa 246. So una, i-multiply ko muna yung 7 dun sa 246. So 7 times 2, or 7 times 6 is equals to 42. So, yung 2, ilalagay ko sa baba. Yung 4, ilalagay ko sa taas ng next na number. Then, 7 times 4 is 28. And then, i-add ko yung 4 na nilagay ko dun. So, 28 plus 4 equals 32. Ibababa ko yung 2, ilalagay ko yung 3 sa susunod na number. 7 times 2 is 14. Plus 3, that is 17. So, I have 1,722. Now, let's multiply the 4 to 246. 4 times 6 is 24. Yung 4, ibababa ko, pero iuusog ko siya dun sa tens place. And then, yung 2, ilalagay ko dun sa next number, which is 4. So, 4 times 4, 16. plus yung 2 na nilagay ko sa taas, so 18. Yung 8, ibababa ko, itatapat ko sa 7, at yung 1, ilalagay ko dun sa taas ng next na number. 4 times 2 equals 8, plus yung 1 na nilagay ko sa taas is 9. So, ilalagay ko yung 9 sa tapat ng 1. After that, saka ko siya i-add. 2, since wala namang number sa baba nun, automatic 0. So, 2 plus 0 is equals to 2. 2 plus 4, 6. 7 plus 8, 15. 1 plus 15. So, ilalagay ko yung 5 sa baba at saka yung 1 ilalagay ko dun sa taas ng 1. So, 1 plus 1 plus 9 is equals to 11. So, the answer is 11,562. Now, let's multiply the same numbers by using grouping. But this time, ang i-group ko lang is yung 47. So, I have 40 and 7. So, 246 times 7 is equals to 1,722. 246 times 40, I have 9,840. And then I will add the sum. So I have the same answer, which is 11,562. So kung mapapansin nyo, kanina, inusog natin sa tens place yung unang sagot nung minultiply natin si 4. Kasi nga, automatic 0 na yon. Kasi kung mapapansin mo, 40 times 246, the answer is 9,840. Okay, I have here 358 times 124. And let's use standard way. First, I will multiply 4 to 358. So, 4 times 8, 32. Yung 2 ibababa, yung 3 ilalagay sa taas ng susunod na number. 4 times 5, 20, plus yung 3, that's 23. So, yung 3 ibababa, yung 2 ilalagay sa taas ng susunod na number. 4 times 3, 12, plus 2, 14. So, unang answer ko, I have 1,432. Next, 2 times 358. So, 2 times 8, I have 16. So, yung 6, ibababa ko, pero iusog ko na siya sa tens place. And then, yung 1, ilalagay ko sa taas ng susunod na number. So, 2 times 5, 10, plus yung 1 na nilagay ko sa taas niya, that's 11. Yung 1, ilalagay ko sa baba, tapat ng 4, at yung 1, ilalagay ko sa taas ng susunod na number. 2 times 6, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Yung sagot, ilalagay ko sa tapat ng 1. Now, 1 times 358 naman tayo. So, 1 times 358, again, that we will use the property which is the identity property of multiplication. Diba? Every time that we multiply a number by 1, ang sagot lang is yung number na yan. So, 1 times 358, the answer is just 358. Okay? So, ibaba mo na siya agad. Pero iuusog mo ulit siya dun sa hundreds place. Okay? So, once we have those number, let's add everything. So, 2. Just bring it down. 3 plus 6, we have 9. 4 plus 1 plus 8, we have 13. So, yung 3 ibababa, yung 1 ilalagay dun sa taas ng susunod number. So, 1 plus 1 plus 7 plus 5, then we have 14. Yung 4 ibababa, and then yung 1 ilalagay sa taas ng susunod na number. So, we have 1 plus 3, we have 4. So, the product is 44,392. Okay, so let's multiply the same numbers using grouping. Ang i-group ko lang is yung 124. So, it will become 120 and 4. So, I have 4 times 358. That is 1,432. 20 times 358. That is 7,160. Again, the easier way is i-multiply nyo lang yung 2 sa 358. Then, i-add nyo lang yung 0 na meron kay 20. Okay? Another, 100 times 358. So, i-multiply nyo lang yung 1 sa 358. And that's 358. And then, i-add nyo lang yung dalawang 0 na meron kay 100. Pagkatapos nyan, i-add nyo lahat. And then you get the same number, which is 44,392. So, mapapansin nyo, kaya lang natin inuusog-usog yung bawat sagot is because automatic 0 na siya. Kasi 0 naman yung magiging sagot kapag minultiply nyo siya by grouping. Practice time. So again, I want you to copy the questions and then try to answer it on your own. Then check your answer here. Okay? Let's see if you can multiply now on your own. Now, we are in our last operation, which is the division. So, division is just splitting into equal parts or groups. So, I have here 12 divided by 4 is equals to 3. Or you can write it 12 over 4 is equals to 3. So, ano lang bang ibig sabihin pag nagdi-divide tayo? Here, I have 12 circles. Pag sinabing divided by 4, ibig sabihin nahatiin ko yung circles sa 4 na grupo. And then, bibilangin mo kung ilan yung circles kada grupo. Okay? So, nung hinati ko yung 12 circles sa 4 na grupo, meron tayong tig-3 circles sa bawat grupo. That's why the answer is 3. Okay? Yung 12, ang tawag dyan, dividend. Yung 4, ang tawag dyan is divisor. At ang tawag dun sa sagot is quotient. Okay? Now, kapag minultiply ko yung quotient at saka yung divisor, ang magiging sagot ko lang is yung dividend. So, division is the opposite of multiplication. So, if I want to check if my quotient is correct, I just need to multiply the quotient and the divisor. Okay? Division does not have properties. And let's see kung bakit. 10 divided by 5 is not equal when you do 5 divided by 10. Kasi yung isang sagot is 2, yung isang sagot is 0.5. So, ang sinasabi lang dito, kapag binaliktad mo na si dividend tsaka si divisor, magiging iba na yung sagot niya. Kaya, walang commutative property si division. Okay, mapapansin nyo na kapag dinivide ko yung 100 divided by 20 at dinivide ko siya sa 10, iba yung magiging sagot pag inuna kong i-divide yung 20 at saka 10, saka ko i-divide yung 100 dun sa sagot na yan. So, sinasabi lang dito na magkaiba yung sagot kapag iniba ko yung order o yung pagdi-divide ng number. Kasi yung isa, 0.5 ang lumabas, yung isa, 50. Kaya walang associative property si division, unlike si addition at saka si multiplication. 5 divided by 1 is equals to 5. Pero pag binaliktad mo siya, or yung 1 dinivide ko sa 5, hindi siya equal to 5. So, walang identity property si division, unlike multiplication, na kahit baliktarin mo yung 1 tsaka 5, or yung 5 tsaka 1, parehas pa rin yung magiging sagot na 5. Okay, titingnan natin kung anong mangyayari kung ang division natin is involve yung 0. My first example is 0 divided by 3 is equals to 0. Why? Because if we use the opposite of division, which is multiplication, dapat yung magiging sagot nun is yung dividend dun sa division. So, the quotient is 0. Imamultiply natin sa divisor. So, the answer is 0, which is yung dividend na 0. Unlike dun sa susunod, 3 divided by 0 is equals undivided. Okay? Because no number na kapag minultiply ko dun sa divisor which is 0, the answer is 3 which is the dividend. So, kaya siya undefined. Okay? Okay, let's do the division using the standard way. I have here 250 divided by 2. So, ang ibig sabihin lang yan, yung 250 hatiin ko sa dalawang grupo. Okay? So, yung nasa loob is yung dividend at yung nasa labas is yung divisor. So, bawat digit or bawat number, i-divide muna natin sa divisor. So, sa 250, ang nauna is 2. So, 2 divided by 2 is 1. After that, yung 1 na yun, i-multiply ko dun sa divisor na 2. So, the answer is 2. After kung ibaba yung sagot, i-minus ko siya. So, 2 minus 2 equals 0. Okay? Pag tapos na ako dun sa unang number, ibababa ko na yung susunod which is 5. Now, i-divide ko siya dun sa divisor ulit. So, 5 divided by 2, ibig sabihin lang yan, meron akong dalawa na makukuha sa 5. So, the answer is 2. So, ilalagay ko siya dun sa tapat ng 5. So, katabi ng 1. So, 2 times 2 is equals to 4. And then, ibababa ko siya. And itatapat ko siya dun sa 5. Then, subtract it. So, 5 minus 4 is equals to 1. And then, ibababa ko na yung susunod na number which is 0. So, I have now 10. And then, that 10, I will divide it by the divisor which is 2. So, 10 divided by 2, the answer is 5. Yung 5 na yun, ilalagay ko sa taas ng 0 sa tabi ng 2. And then, 5 multiplied by 2 is equals to 10. Then, itatapat ko siya dun sa 10 sa baba at ima-minus ko. So, now, I have 0. Pag 0 na yung sagot, ibig sabihin, kung ano yung nasa taas, yun na yung final answer. And that is the quotient. Okay? So, 250 divided by 2 is equals to 125. To check if your answer is correct, gamitan mo lang ng multiplication dahil opposite lang sila. Okay? So, 122 times the divisor which is 2 is equals to 250. Or dalawang 125 is equals to 250. Kapag yung product pareho sa dividend, then your answer is correct. Okay, let's divide the same numbers using grouping. So, I'm going to group the 250 and it will become 250 and 0. So, I'll divide each value by 2. 200 divided by 2, I have 100. 50 divided by 2, that is 25. 0 divided by 2, that is 0. So, if I'm going to add or combine all the values, I will get the same answer, 125. Okay, now I have 250 divided by 20. And I'll use the standard way. So, 250 will be the inside because that is the dividend. And 20 will be outside, that is the divisor. So, first, I'm going to divide it by 25. So, hindi ko na gagamitin si 2 divided by 20 kasi alam ko naman na wala akong makukuhang 20 sa 2. So, I'm gonna use now the two numbers which is 25. So, 25 divided by 20, I'll just get 120 from 25. So, once I have that, 1 multiplied by 20, that will be 20. And I will put the answer dun sa baba ng 25. Then, I will minus it. And the answer is 5. Now, I will going to bring down the 0 na susunod na number. So, I have now 50. 50, I will divide it by 20, then I'll get 2 because there is 2 20s in 50. Now, that 2 multiplied by 20, that will become 40. Then, that 40, ilalagay natin sa ilalim ng 50 and then minus, and then the answer is 10. Now, I will have to add 0 because may natitira pa akong 10, di ba? Pero wala na akong number dun sa 250. So, hanggat hindi nagiging 0 yung sagot sa dulo or sa baba, I need to add 0. So, yung 10, nilagyan ko ng 0 sa tabi kasi nga, naglagay ako ng 0 dun sa 250. So, binaba ko yun. So, yung 10 naging 100. Now, 100 divided by 20. So, ilang 20 makukuha ko sa 100? I'll get 5. By the way, don't forget to put decimal point dun sa 250 tsaka yung dun sa 0 na dinagdag mo. Para alam mo na hindi yan yung original value mo, which is, yung original value mo lang is 250. Ganun din, lagyan mo rin ng decimal point dun sa tapat niya para alam mo na yung magiging susunod na number na sagot, hindi na siya whole number, kundi decimal number na. Okay? So again, 100 divided by 20 is 5. So yung 5 na yun, ilalagay mo sa tapat ng 0 na dinagdag mo. After ng decimal point. Ibig sabihin 0.5 na yun. So 5 times 20 equals 100. Ilagay mo dun sa tapat ng 100 sa dulo and then minus it. Now you have 0 and then you're done. So 250 divided by 20, the answer is 12.5. So, pag hinati ko daw yung 250 sa 20 na grupo, meron siyang tig to 12 at kalahati. Kaya siya 12.5. Okay? So, to check that, you just need to multiply the quotient and the divisor, which is 12.5 times 20, and the answer is 250. And the product is the same with the dividend. So, our answer is correct. Okay, I'll use the same numbers that we have a while ago, and let's divide it by grouping. So if I'm going to group the 250, I have 200, 50, and 0. Then I'll divide each value by 20. So 200 divided by 20, I have 10. 50 divided by 20, I have 2.5. 0 divided by 20, I have 0. If I'm going to add all the values, then I'll get the same answer, 12.5. Okay, this is our last example. So I have here 4,869 divided by 300. And we'll use the standard way. So the 4,869 will be inside, 300 will be outside. Since I can't get 300 from 4 and 48, I will now use 486. So 486 divided by 300, I can only get 1. 1 times 300, I'll get 300, and minus that from 486. I will get 186. I cannot get 300 from 186, so I need to bring down the 9. Now, I have 1,869. And then divide that by 300. I can get 6,300 from 1,869. So 6 times 300 equals 1,800. Minus that from 1,869, then I'll get 69. I cannot get 300 from 69, so I need to add another 0 beside 9. But first, I need to put decimal point and then bring down that 0. Now I have 690. 690 divided by 300, that is 2. But before I put the answer 2, I need to put decimal point first. So 2 times 300, that is 600. And minus that from 690, I get 90. And since I can get 300 from 90, I need to add another 0 and bring it down. Now I have 900. 900 divided by 300, I get 3. 3 times 300, that is 900. If I'm going to minus that from 900, I'll get 0. So my final answer is 16.23. To check that, I'll just need to multiply 16.23 and 300. And the answer is 4,869, which is the same with our dividend. So it means our answer is correct. Practice time. So I want you to copy the question and then answer it on your own. Then once you're done, just check your work here. Let's see if you can divide on your own. More practice.